welcome to your weekly installment, your weekly dose of Monday motivation, your most powerful day of your week. Today, set the rhythm, set the tone, set the standard to a legendary life. Hey, Dan Blackman in the house. Monday motivation, your most powerful day of the week. Hey, this week, Monday motivation, have a look around. We are kicking it old school. There was no time this week for me to get into the studio to do Monday motivation twice this week. I called my production team. First time was to postpone it to later in the week. And then once later in the week rolled around, I knew there was no way we were getting into the studio. So I had to cancel entirely. And why? Because I'm so busy putting the finishing touches on our annual junior hockey showcase, where I handpick 68 hockey players, 68 athletes, bring them into town for an entire week and put them on the ice in front of the scouts, in front of the managers, in front of the decision makers who are looking for talent just like them. And it was in the preparation, it was in the cancellation of my production team that it dawned on me that this week's episode of Monday Motivation is a no-brainer. And this week I'm talking to you about the underdog. That's right. When have you been in your life? When has there been a time where you've been unnoticed? Where you've been overlooked, where you've been brushed aside? Those are moments where most people would call you the underdog. And I'm here to tell you that being the underdog can be a place of power. That's right, being the underdog, being the one who's unnoticed, who's overlooked, can actually be your greatest place of strength. Look, think for a second. Think of David and Goliath. Everybody expected Goliath to win. Everybody. Except David. Because you see, David knew that somewhere in the armor of Goliath was a weakness. And it was in recognizing the weakness in Goliath that David gained his greatest strength. You see, because Goliath wasn't looking for weakness in David. Because Goliath considered himself a winner before the battle even began. So David walked into battle embracing the role of the underdog, using that as his greatest strength. You see, the underdog in most cases is underestimated. So where are you in your life right now? Where are you the underdog? And are you using that underdog status as a badge of why you can't get it done? Are you using it as the reason or as the narrative to why you can't make your dreams happen? Well, this week on Monday Motivation, that changes. This week on Monday Motivation, embrace the role of the underdog. It's okay that people haven't noticed you. It's okay that people have brushed you aside or told you didn't have what it took or told you that you were in the wrong place at the wrong time. It doesn't matter. That can be your greatest strength. This week, it's time to embrace where you are. Recognize the strengths and tools that you have. David only needed one person to believe in him. One person to believe in him. And so this week, be like David. You may be the only person who has the true faith in who you are and what you do and what you can accomplish. But that's all you need. You see, when you carry that with you and you start looking at your obstacles, you start looking at your hurdles, you start looking at your competition, and you start recognizing their areas of weakness. You see, they've taken their eye off of you. They've already given themselves the trophy. They've already given themselves the victory. So this week, start looking for those areas of weakness. Start looking for those ways through. And from whatever place you're coming from, believe in yourself. Get to know what those areas of weakness are and start pushing. Start forging your way through, because on the other side of those weaknesses rests your opportunity and the results you're looking for. I'm Dan Blackburn, Monday Motivation. This week, take on the role of the underdog and go and crush your dreams. I'm Dan Blackburn, Monday Motivation, done for another week, old school. Until next week, keep dreaming, keep planning, and keep executing your way to a legendary life. Booyah!